Yeah, hi. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
So can we move further? Yeah. Next topic. Can we go ahead with the next topic? Okay. So I'm assuming that you all have entered your data, and if you have not done right now, maybe you are available with any other spreadsheet which you have done earlier for any other purpose. So we can take that sheet for our reference. Now I'm moving to second important aspect of research, which many a times we ignore. So let me share my screen again. Yeah. Data processing. Now we may know it with different names: data cleaning, data, what you will say, tampering, data, what you will say, data handling, or maybe data processing. Now, data processing is a little clear term, clean term. So the idea behind is that we know that we have thought about a research question, we have gone to the literature, we have taken all the care while preparing the questionnaire, we got the right respondent, we filled our questions, we got filled our questionnaires, we entered them, and now we are available with spreadsheet. Now what? What is the next task? To find out the result? No. In between, there is something more than that, and which is equally important as any other step of a particular research process like this: problem identification, review of literature, model building, research design, where we talk about how much sample we are going to take, what would be a research instrument, who would be our respondents, how we are going to fill the questionnaire online, offline, what test we are going to utilize, and then data collection, and then data analysis and hypothesis testing discussion. But there is a missing link in this process. That link is data processing. So why we need data processing? First of all, to ensure the integrity of data. We don't know what we have actually thought that respondent have filled it. Actually, they have filled it or not. And there could be n number of reasons that why we can doubt on that questionnaires. First is the disengagement of the respondents. Maybe second, we are not approaching to the right kind of respondents. Third, they are not able to understand the questionnaire. Fourth, maybe our coding maybe we have some faulty coding, though we are using different means to address that coding issues, like in the form of Google Forms, where there is no chance of typing error at least, right? Or we are using their Excel ka data validation, where is another no chance of doing that thing. One more thing I really forgot to show you, what I was showing you. Just give me a second. I show you where data validation comes into picture. I show you one thing. I just forgot. I show you right now by sharing my screen. See, we entered this data. Let's say for respondent number 11, my respondent is this. Now I want go to the variable, to the analyze, descriptive and descriptives. I want to see the descriptive of genders. Options. I want to see the sum, mean, minimum, maximum, something like that, anything, any descriptive. You see that blue color we have chosen. This is showing that blue color, green color. See, it's not telling me that gender are 11, minimum value is 1, maximum value is 3, and sum is 18. Okay. And one more thing, analyze. It's not telling me that I have put one value 3 wrongly. It's showing me just maximum value is 3, minimum is 3. And if you remember, I have given that value thing also, that 1 is for male and 2 is for female. Still, it has taken value 3 and it is showing it. Okay. One more thing. Explore gender statistics, continue, dependent name, sorry. I want to put factor list and maybe income. See, male, female, okay. Third I have given, so that's why it's taken 1. I forgot. I just put any other value, then you
Ma'am,
we cannot see the output file.
Okay. I'll show it again. Okay. Now I'll run certain tests, then you will. अभी दिख रहा है आपको आउटपुट फाइल?
No, ma'am.
Now?
Yes, ma'am.
So you can see that I have put 5. 3 मैंने इसलिए नहीं लिया because 3 मैंने third gender का दिया हुआ था. I forgot coding में. So I have put 5. It didn't deny to take that 5 number, and it shows me minimum value is 1, maximum is 5, sum is 20, mean is this, right? So can you see that it's not stopping me in entering the 5, right? In explore, if I see gender wise, I want to check certain thing. Let's say so I have put the value of gender. So again, it is not telling me that you have wrongly coded something. Minimum 1, maximum 5. So that they have left it on me that I need to see that whether I have done anything wrong or not. So this is the advantage of Excel coding when you do. Are you getting it? Why we were saying that SPSS maybe sometimes is not able to capture the improper code. This problem is called improper code problem. So this is the issue. And if we go to the analyze descriptive frequencies, जेंडर का मुझे फ्रीक्वेंसी देखना है, राइट? स्टैटिस्टिक्स में मुझे मीन देखना है, मीडियन देखना है, सम देखना है. लेट्स से एनीथिंग आई कैन सी. कंटिन्यू. ओके. आर यू एबल टू सी my screen result?
Yes, ma'am.
So can you see now here I can get male, female and 5. It has generated one new code, new variable, new item in a category 5 category. New category it has generated and it is calculating that also. So at that
Yes.
time I may not be able to understand ये 5 male था, ये female था, ये other gender था, I don't know. So it will add, of course, definitely I can find out from the ID, but it will increase my work. I have to go again to that form and I have to check. In the other hand, if I enter this particular thing in Excel, it have saved my time. I think you are able to understand what I'm trying to make. That why, what is the additional capability of Excel in this particular case, right? So let's move to our presentation. Now, so that's why we need data processing. So this particular task which I have done right now, it's a kind of data processing only when I am exploring the data by using these basic statistics. Direct हमें reliability पर नहीं जाना है. Direct we are not finding कि Cronbach alpha लगाएं, EFA लगाएं वो. उससे पहले भी, before that also we have to do certain things just to understand our data, just to get acquainted with data, what actually our data is saying. And many things our univariate data is saying, many things our frequencies are saying, many things our standard deviation is saying, which sometimes we ignore. And then later on we come to know, oh, our reliability is not coming. Oh, our validity is not coming. Our model is not a good fit. Because the real problem lies in the primary symptom is always told by this descriptive analytics, which we generally ignore. Right. So it's better to have a feel of these primary, what you will say, data analysis, and then we should go further, right, for the higher kind of analysis. Now, what kind of problems we can see while we are talking about data cleaning or data processing for that matter? There are 5 major kind of problems or operations we can do. Either we can handle the outlier problem is there, we have to handle that. There are some logical errors, there are some category related problems, there are some missing frequency problems, and there could be some improper coding or typing error kind of problem. Generally, typing error and improper coding is another 2 kind of problems which we will be discussing. Like whatever we have done, it is typing error. It is improper coding. Like we have done 5 is not a code. So that is improper coding, but typing error is this, that I type 1 to 2 and 2 to 1. So typing error ke liye we need to see only questionnaire again, random check karna hoga, there is no other way out. So one by one we can see that how we are going to explain this. Now, first of all, we need to understand what is the outlier and how in which particular kind of data it can happen. See, this MCQ binary means we are talking about nominal data in a way. Ranking means we are talking about ordinal data. Scale means we are talking about Likert scale, and open-ended means quantitative, means we are talking about ratio scale, where any value can come. Now in my sample file, you can think of an income variable which was open-ended. In ranking, maybe I have taken various information and I can convert into ranking data. Scale was I love maths, and binary was male, female, something like that. So outlier cannot be possible in MCQ, ranking and scale. Reason being, in every case, I have given the values, and in case it doesn't come into the values, it will tell me there is some category. Let's go to our SPSS file once again. See here. So there are no chances because I have defined only this is the new thing 5, which I can trace out that yes, some typing error is there. It could be male, female or third gender. But whatever information I give here, I cannot identify. Any outlier can come here. If I put the value here. Now outlier is what? Outlier is not a bad number. Outlier is something which is not in the line of other number. Consider a day when you are very hungry and you have enough food which you have never taken. Maybe you're very hungry and you have 5 chapatis in one go, right? And generally you take two chapatis. And if someone asks you, do you take 5 chapatis every time? What you will say? Come on, what you will say?
No.
It's just today that I had it because I was this, I was having that, anything. But generally I take 2 chapatis. So outlier is also that general your population, normal population or normal distribution, if we talk about that, whatever sample we are taking, this is the representation number. If somebody is having income of 5 crores or 5 lakh, which is not representing my other respondent, so that is going to erode my results. That is not a representable kind of sample of my population. So that's why it is outlier. Outlier is not that way ki this number is not correct. Number is correct. Maybe that respondent is going the right information, giving the right information. But the point is that that respondent was not meant for your study. Or even if it was meant for your study, so you have only that one respondent who belongs to that particular category. You don't have proper representation of that category. जो category merging में मैंने आपको problem बताया. Are you getting it? So how outlier can impact? We have done mean in our graduation and post-graduation classes, and for that matter in schools also. We understand that if we get one extreme value in mean, it erodes the whole series. Right. And why mean is so important? Because mean is the basis of many mean is the series basis of many mathematical operations, be standard deviation, be it many tests, statistical tests, maybe it's correlation, regression, because mean is used to find out standard deviation, and standard deviation is further used to find out many kind of is used in many statistics. So the mean is very important number. So we cannot ignore mean. And when we say that we are working on normal distribution, so that doesn't mean that everyone should be same. But the thing is that we should not compare apple with oranges. When we're talking about normal distribution, that means we are conducting a study on apples. So apples can be Shimla apple, Himachal apple, or maybe Kashmir ka apple, but definitely it should not be orange. Are you getting it? So normal distribution also tells that we understand that not everyone is of same nature, is of same, what you will say, the same temperament, if we are talking about psychological thing, but there is some similarity. One cannot be of very different mindset. If you meet a hardcore prisoner, you cannot compare his mentality with a normal social person who is living in a family or having various responsibility. Maybe the response of his various perceptions or various responses could be very different, or maybe very violent from other person who is living in a society and who doesn't have any exposure to these violence and these crime things. So if I by any chance get that respondent in my sample, so definitely he would be outlier for that particular study. But that doesn't mean he would be outlier for every other study. Maybe if I'm conducting any study on criminals, he is the best fit there. In that case, this normal person who is living in a home and having very simple life, in that case, maybe he is the outlier. So outlier as such is nothing. Outlier is that number is showing some different characteristics from rest of the numbers. So there are two kind of outliers. First is potential. The second is recommended. Potential means which is different but not very different. Still, it's going to be merged in numbers. But outlier is like outshining everything, outshining number, that outshining, what you will say, candidate in the class. You enter in a class and you find one person who is, completely different from everyone. So immediate attraction, and you cannot generalize whole class on the basis of that particular guy. That is outlier, right? Now I'm sharing my screen again with that presentation. I hope you are able to understand the meaning of outlier. So how we can identify the outlier? We will do it practically, but abhi ke liye we can just see how we can do that. Missing frequencies like respondent has not filled the data, or your data folder has has failed to fill that information. So how to handle that information? So default profile का मतलब means ये है कि nominal data में if you can make out from any other question that this could be the possible value of this particular candidate, you can put that. For example, if you know that you have done any study on working women, so वैसे तो you should not ask this question that whether you are working or not, because your study was on working women, but still if you have asked and that information is missing, you know that it's working. And similarly for the gender, if you know that this particular bundle or this particular thing is from northeastern part of the country, so you can give his area also. Some default setting is there, maybe age ka you can put some default setting, and you can think or you can relate from other questions also, let's say from any perception, are you married or not? So if that person is said yes, so you can make out a little bit idea about of his age, or maybe you can ask him for how long you are married. From that you can make a little bit vague guess. I'm not saying 100%, but a guess you can make that that person be of how much age. So in that way you can fill default profile questions. Ranking may, if someone has not given any kind of question ka answer, then you can put it as last rank. For example, in a newspaper example, let's say if some person has ticked on Times of India, that means that person reads Times of India. There is no denying fact about that. But if that person has not checked any other newspaper, then we will consider that he doesn't read any other newspaper. So we can handle that missing frequency paper in that. In case of scale, if your respondent has not filled any particular thing, so generally think we will give it 3, the neutral number, or 5 on the 1 to 7 scale. Or in a ratio scale, if something is there missing, then we either convert it from the series mean or category wise mean, which we will do right now. Okay. Then improper coding, maybe frequency analysis, just say we have done in spaces, that male, female, and 5. You have seen, I have done the frequency analysis and I could see that some improper coding happened. But only that improper coding which has some coding issue. But if I have put male on female and female on male, there is no solution, just to randomly check your any of the response and match the responses which you have coded, and there is no other way out. Similarly for ranking, frequency analysis is there and random checking. Again, improper coding in frequency analysis and random. यहाँ पर improper coding इसलिए नहीं हो सकता because यहाँ पर outlier हो सकता है, improper coding हो ही नहीं सकता because in ratio we don't code anything. We just leave it open-ended, quantitative. Category merging में क्या होता है? Remove category. As I told you, like one of my income is 5 lakh and others are earning in hundreds and thousands. So one way is that I may remove that category. Or maybe third gender का मैंने category डाला, but my respondent were not there to, I could not get much responses from that third category, maybe 1 response or maybe 2 response or maybe 5 response in comparison to when I have 50 or 100 male or 150 females. So in that case, it would be advisable for me to remove category because I cannot merge that category. I cannot make a transgender to the male or the female. Or in some cases when I can merge category, for example, if I get some responses for TOI, HT and some responses for Navbharat and Dainik Bhaskar, 2 Hindi newspaper or 4 English paper. So maybe if I'm not getting much response, I can merge the category to the English newspaper or to Hindi newspaper or to the business paper or the national daily, so that I can see that whether I can afford to merge the categories or not. So that call I has to take. But otherwise then there in scale and open-ended there is nothing of category sort, so there is no question arise of category merging. But other than that we can use these different things as a mathematical operation, and we will do it with now practically how we can do that by taking one thing at one time. For improper coding and typing error, I need not to tell anything because there is not as such thing. We have to do frequency analysis as I have shown you in SPSS, I can show it to you again. But for typing error, I have to randomly check, which I cannot show, but that is something, the option which we are left with. So we have to check our offline questionnaire with the online coding, randomly उठा के that ID number 57 का एक बार check कर ले, ID number 82 का एक बार check कर ले, ID number 15 का एक बार check कर ले randomly. So maybe there are chances that you can get the information, any mistake, or there are chances that you can leave that kind of information with you. Missing frequency and outlier, these two need special attention, and we are going to cover this, right? One thing is there, as I mentioned here, that logical errors. Now, what are the logical errors? Like you just read this example, that in the following question asked of adults 18 or older, one respondent checked two categories indicating that he was a retired officer and currently serving on active duty. So active duty hai aur aap retired hai. So you cannot take two things, right? So this is logical error. इस केस पे आपको बाकी रिस्पॉन्सेस को देखकर अपने आप से कुछ रिस्पॉन्स बनाना पड़ता है, otherwise you won't be able to put two values, because you know that there was a rule in the data entry that every variable will get only one value. So we cannot put two values. It would be a logical error. One person cannot be retired at the same time and in the active duty at the same time, right? Now we come to the data screening. Now, when we talk about this ratio thing, ratio thing, how we should do that? So whenever we are doing, we should compare the mean and median. We should compare the mean and standard deviation, and we should check the skewness and curtices of the values. And then we can find out whether there is a presence of any outlier or any number which should not be there, that we can do. So let's do that. I'm opening this file only, which I have made. In this particular file, I have only one particular, what you will say.
We can't see the file.
Yeah, I'm sharing. In this particular screen, only income is the thing, which is the ratio data, where we can find out mean, median, mode. For other variables, we cannot find out mean, median, mode, right? If you remember our last session. Okay, so it is metric data and it is ratio data. We can find out mean, median, mode of this. So let's start, and then we see that how we can analyze, compare it. तो पहले एक बार हम पहले फ्रीक्वेंसीज में ही चलें, और मे बी एक्सप्लोर में वी कैन गो. एक्सप्लोर में डिपेंडेंट इज लेट्स से इनकम, लेट्स से आप जेंडर ले लें, एंड स्टैटिस्टिक्स में पहले आउटलायर चेक कर लेते हैं. वेयर हैव गॉन, आई टेल यू वंस अगेन. एनालाइज, डिस्क्रिप्टिव, एक्सप्लोर. ओके, उसके अंदर मैं गई स्टैटिस्टिक्स में आउटलायर्स, डिस्क्रिप्टिव, कंटिन्यू. प्लॉट्स में नॉर्मैलिटी इज देयर. ओके, नॉर्मैलिटी को वैसे हम कल भी करेंगे, टुमारो वी विल आल्सो डू दैट, बट स्टेम एंड लीफ, नॉर्मैलिटी, कंटिन्यू. ऑप्शंस में आई टेल यू लेटर ऑन इन मिसिंग. बूटस्ट्रैपिंग हमें कुछ नहीं चाहिए, कंटिन्यू. ओके, नाउ यू कैन सी descriptive. Now mean male ka, because I have compared the income on the basis of male and female, so you can see that mean of male is income is 4367, it is 3835, right? Standard deviation is this. What is this 5% trim mean? See, abhi what happened, it has come up for both categories, so we can do it for one category also. Let me do that first.
Simply I went to analyze, descriptive, descriptive. Okay. Compare means, as the name indicating, it's comparing two categories. Options, some median, but the problem is that here median is not there, given. Curtices is given, skewness is given, but median is not given. So that's why I went to the mean, compared means. Anyhow, so descriptive statistics mein mean is 4183, total sum is 46015, skewness is this, curtices is this. Now here median is not there, but when we are talking about normal distribution, you all know that normal distribution has equal mean, median, and standard deviation and mode, right? So mean is this. We don't know right now median. We will compare it from another table. But standard deviation ke liye, what is the thumb rule? Thumb rule is that our standard deviation should not be 1/4 of the mean. So here it is looking in the range. It is, we can see it is somewhere in the range, and you can make it out from our data also. No number is coming as an outlier number except this 342 number, and it is not that way outlier. We can check it from any from different perspective also, that whether it is outlier or not, from different diagram also. So abhi ke liye it is showing that minimum statistics is 342, maximum is 6790. Standard statistics curtices, you know that skewness should be 0, but it is minus 0.443. It's okay, acceptable. But curtices should be between -3 to +3. It is again acceptable. But to get more information and to get another, more clarity on that, now I have to see that what is this 5% trim mean? 5% trim mean means whatever value male was having, right? Unme se 5% values, let's say if I have a total data of 10, out of 10 data, I have, 5 values for male and 5 values for female. Then 5% of those 5 values, वो हटाकर and from top and from bottom, 5% of the value. 5% of what? 5% of n of male. How many males were there? The 5% of n they have deducted, and they have seen whether there is difference. It's almost near. There is no much difference. You know that when every outlier detroits the value of mean, and if we cut the 5% top value, 5% bottom value, so we can get some kind of middle value. So we can compare it from here. Then your standard deviation, then your what you will say, minimum value 342, maximum value 36790. Similarly, in female case, the 342 was for one men. Similarly, for female, you can see that 2300, 5674, same median value is there. Median, see 4521, mean is 4321. That means some discrepancy is coming. There is difference between the median and mean value. Median is a positional average. It does not get impacted with the extreme value. That means this 342 has not impacted median, but it has impacted mean. But at the same way, because this 342 was the male thing, it was not present in the female thing. So you can see that mean of female and median of the female is not very different. It is 3489. This is 3835. While in the case of this, mean is this and median is this. right? And we can also see that what is the minimum value. Again, in case of female, it is range is very high. Minimum is 2300, maximum is 570. The more this range would be, this 3374 range is what? Largest minus smallest, right? So the more range is there, the more standard deviation would be there. We understand that thing. So we can see that 6448 is range is there, standard deviation is there. Range in this particular thing is 3374. So standard deviation is comparatively less here in comparison to this. Now this is the basic understanding of your data, that how my data is moving, right? So let's play with it more. Let me find out where we have this box plots. Now what is box plot? Box plot is basically is a right way to finding out the outlier present. So as such, recommended outlier is not there, but the thing is that this dark line is showing the median value. You can see that in case of male, median value is little bit down. That means maximum people are having income, then median level, then this. In female case, again, median is lower. This is lower quartile, this is upper quartile, lower quartile, upper quartile. That means upper quartile, ये आपका सारा का सारा positively skewed आपका सारा का सारा distribution आ रहा है, right? Normal distribution हमारा नहीं आ रहा है. As far as box plot are telling, this is not an ideal situation. We can find out it with this plot also. हालांकि the closer the numbers, the closer the normal distribution it is, the farther this circles from the line, the what you will say skewed data it is, right? In case of female, it is less variability. In case of males, it is more variability, right? And we have seen it from the standard deviation also. In case of male, it was more. In case of female, it was less, right? And one more thing I want to show, if it has come. Yeah, this is the test of normality. Halaki, these graphs are the subjective way of looking at it. The basic thing which we tell that one value, objective value, that numeric value, which will decide that whether ultimately our data is normally distributed or not. This is this test of normality. And from where we got it, we went to analyze in descriptive में explore. Tomorrow also we'll do that. And in plots when we say normality plots with test, continue. And it came for the gender. Okay, so normality male के लिए significant, that means data normally distributed है income का. And for female also, it is normally distributed. When this value is greater than 0.05, हमारे null hypothesis इस केस में क्या होती है? Null hypothesis that data is normal. And when P is low, then null go. Now P is high. P is high. With whom it is high? It is high from 0.05. So P value, this is the P value which is higher than 0.05. If this value is high, we retain our null hypothesis. And in this particular normality test, our null hypothesis is our data is normal. So our data is normal. That means male and female both are having 0.200, 0.200. So data is individually normal, right? हाँ, ग्रुप्स के बीच में डिफरेंस है कि नहीं, वो होमोजेनिटी ऑफ वेरिएंस बताता है, वो नॉर्मलिटी नहीं बताता है. टेस्ट ऑफ वेरिएंस नॉर्मलिटी सिर्फ इतना बताता है, whatever income is given for the males, data is normally distributed. Whatever income slabs were for females, data is normally distributed, right? So this is all about to checking the outlier. अब मान लीजिए outlier हो, then what we have to do? In this case, technically it is not showing any outlier. But let's say if
ma'am,
yeah,
ma'am, can I ask one question?
Yeah, sure.
मैम अभी हमने डेटा को बाइफरकेट किया मेल और फीमेल में. अगर हम पूरा यूनिवेरिएट डेटा लेकर चल रहे हैं तब वो सिंगल ही दिखाएगा हमको सारा ऑल टुगेदर.
हाँ, वो एक वेरिएबल का दिखाएगा. लेट मी शो यू. analyze आप नहीं देखिए इसके बेसिस पर अभी आपका इनकम का पूरा आ गया. कैन यू सी दैट? दिख रहा है मेरा शीट?
हाँ, yes ma'am, yes ma'am, yes ma'am.
You are able to see only income is there.
Yes.
So income का median and mean में बहुत difference आ रहा है. Because now income is one variable. Earlier it was divided into two. So maybe normality I need to see how much it's coming. Again it is coming normally distributed because they are saying okay there is variance, but it is not much variance that we cannot say it's not what you will say not normal, but it is normally distributed. It is within the range because if you see the test of normality range for income it is 0.200 and 0.200 means p value is greater than 0.05. So that means null hypothesis is accepted, which says that data is normal. Okay, income is normal, normally distributed. Now it's coming better. Yeah. And this is basically क्योंकि plot हम generally ये देखते हैं. So you can say it's most of the items are on the line. So this is basic information how to read your data on these particular things. So in case we have, now what we need to do? See, when we have outlier, we have 2-3 situations. Either we delete that information, right? यहाँ पर तो we need not to delete it, right? But we can delete it. Like I have shown certain examples in my presentation also. I hope you are able to see that it analyze descriptive outliers, continue, and then you will get these kind of diagrams. So this is another kind of data. This is not the same data. I have worked on another data. So these are few tests here in this particular table. What you will say, data is normally distributed or not? See and tell.
No, p value is less than 0.05.
Yeah, so that means null will not be accepted and null was data is normal. Okay. Similarly, missing भी 2-3 तरह का होता है and missing और outlier. See, outlier को आप missing बना दीजिए फिर. If either you have two options, either आप outlier वाली value को हटाकर उसको replace कीजिए या फिर वो पूरा का पूरा case ही आप delete कर दीजिए. Right? So missing value के लिए थोड़ा सा procedure है, 2-3 तरीके हैं that I would like to continue tomorrow because it will take little time. So till now, if you want to have any problems or any doubts, you can ask. और अगर नहीं doubts होते, then I'll cover missing. So I'm stopping for a minute. If someone has any doubt, please let me know. Or you can if you have any of your other query, you can take that. You can discuss that also. Anything which you were not able to understand or had left any kind of doubt in your mind, kindly share that, because if doubt comes in your mind, then maybe till the later part of this workshop, it will be in your mind. So that's not a good idea.
मैम ये जो 5% ट्रिम्ड मीन है, ये 5% लेवल ऑफ सिग्निफिकेंस तो नहीं है ना, अल्फा तो नहीं है ना ये हमारा?
सी इट्स इस तरीके से है. लेट्स से यू हैव 50 वैल्यू ऑफ मीन, ठीक है. 50 वैल्यू ऑफ मीन्स पे आपका कुछ मीन निकल आया, राइट? n was 50 एंड यू गेट सम मीन, राइट? यहाँ पर तो एक्चुअली ऑब्जर्वेशन ही 10 था, तो इसलिए कुछ निकल के नहीं आ रहा है. यू हैव 50 वैल्यूज, 50n, एंड इट विल यू कि अगर मैं टॉप 5% हटा दूं और लिस्ट 5% वैल्यू हटा दूं, 5% वैल्यूज मतलब 50% क्या हुआ, 2.5 नंबर मोटा मोटा,
2.5 नंबर,
एंड
राइट
उधर से 2.5 नंबर, मतलब रफली आप मान के चले 2-3 नंबर ऊपर से काट दिए, 2-3 नंबर नीचे से काट दिए, उनको लिया ही नहीं, एंड देन न्यू मीन निकाला। डिफरेंस है, मतलब मिनिमम टॉप 5 मिनिमम नंबर, टॉप 5 मैक्सिमम नंबर हटाने के बाद, राइट, द टॉप 3 मैक्सिमम नंबर, टॉप 3 मिनिमम नंबर हटाने के बाद मीन क्या आ रहा है। अगर वहां पे वेरिएशन ज्यादा है, डिफरेंस ज्यादा है ट्रिम्ड मीन एंड मीन में, मतलब आपके डेटा में आउटलायर्स हैं।
बेसिकली मैम अगर हम ऊपर से
आउटलायर नहीं भी है तो थोड़ी वेरिएबिलिटी ज्यादा है।
ओके ओके, बिकॉज जब हमारा डेटा अगर ओपन एंडेड होगा तो उस केस में हम उस वजह से ये चीज ट्राई करके देख रहे हैं क्या, बिकॉज कई बार डेटा
डेफिनेटली,
ओपन
बिकॉज
एंडेड।
या डेफिनेटली, जैसे इनकम का था, आई डोंट नो, कुछ 5 करोड़ ही लिख दे, दैट वी नीड टू सी
राइट
कि 5 करोड़ से एक जीरो गलती से लिखा गया उसे, ये सच में 5 करोड़ है, दैट आई
राइट।
हैव टू टेक दैट कॉल आल्सो फ्रॉम हिज अदर रिस्पॉन्सेस। And in ratio data only this problem will come, in not in any other case this problem will come.
लाइक मैम जैसे अगर आप आउटपुट रीड कर रहे हो तो आप अपने हिसाब से देख के हम लोग को बोल रहे हो कि जो मीन वैल्यूज है मेल का, ट्रिम्ड मीन और एक्चुअल मीन में बहुत ज्यादा डिफरेंस नहीं है, बहुत कम डिफरेंस नहीं है, सो व्हाट इज दैट लेस एंड मतलब कितना मार्जिन ले सकते हैं उस चीज में, लाइक अगर वो 4500 आ रहा है ट्रिम्ड मीन और
एक्चुअली में
4800 आ रहा
हाँ,
है मीन, तो मैम वो जो
वेरी गुड,
300 का डिफरेंस है वो मैटर करता है या फिर हम फिर टेस्ट ऑफ नॉर्मेलिटी से ही चेक करके उतना
अल्टीमेटली तो
सब्जेक्टिव नहीं
टेस्ट
हो।
ऑफ नॉर्मेलिटी है।
बिकॉज अगर मैं वहां देख रही थी तो एक जगह पे आपने मेल में 300 का डिफरेंस था और फीमेल वाले में भी अराउंड 350 कुछ का डिफरेंस था, बट वो ये ना उसको देख के बहुत सब्जेक्टिव हो रहे हैं हम लोग कि नहीं
एग्जैक्टली
समझ में आ रहा है
एग्जैक्टली
वहाँ पे।
एग्जैक्टली, तो सबको कॉमन पेज पे रखने के लिए अल्टीमेटली देयर इज नॉर्मेलिटी, सी देयर इज डिफरेंस, वहां पर डेविएशन ज्यादा है बट स्टिल इट इज विद इन द रेंज। आर यू गेटिंग इट? स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन इज हाई, पर एक देखिए कोई भी एक तरीका नहीं होता है, यू नो, जब हम चेकअप के लिए जाते हैं देयर आर डिफरेंट ऑफ सिम्टम्स, देन वी कम टू वन प्रॉब्लम। अभी सब चीजें अगर खराब आ रही हैं, सो डेफिनेटली वी नीड टू लीव द डेटा और वी नीड टू चेंज द डेटा। अभी हमारे को नॉर्मेलिटी ने बचा लिया, नॉर्मेलिटी इज देयर, टेस्ट इज देयर, या डेफिनेटली वेरिएबिलिटी इज देयर, बट नॉर्मेलिटी इज आल्सो देयर, सो वी कैन अप्लाई आवर पैरामीट्रिक टेस्ट हियर।
तो अभी जैसे आपका इस केस में नॉर्मेलिटी नहीं आ रहा था जो आप अपनी पीपीटी में दिखा रहे हो, तो फिर उस केस में हम कोई भी पैरामीट्रिक टेस्ट नहीं लगाएंगे डेटा
नहीं लगा सकते, लेकिन इसके भी कुछ सॉल्यूशंस हैं। आप अपना सैंपल साइज बढ़ा दो, एक तरीका ये भी है। अगर कैटेगरीज में कर रहे हैं तो हम कैटेगरीज को इक्वलेंट नंबर पे रख लें, तो डोनाल्डसन ने यही बोला है कि अगर कैटेगरीज आपकी इक्वल है, दो कैटेगरीज के बीच में कंपेयर करो, नॉर्मल नहीं आ रहा है, फॉर एग्जांपल मेन और वीमेन का आपने देखा, कैटेगरी सेम कर दो, लगा दो नॉर्मल डेटा पैरामीट्रिक टेस्ट। तो एक्चुअल में यू और एच टेस्ट हम बहुत रेयर ही लगाते हैं, इसलिए वो बेचारे कभी आपने देखा होगा इतने पेपर्स में होते भी नहीं है, जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ती है, बिकॉज हमारे पास बैक एंड चीजें बहुत हैं। Yeah. Any other question?
Yes, ma'am.
Any other question?
Hello,
Yeah.
ma'am. I just want to know. They actually have not yet started collecting data, ma'am. I would like to know what is the meaning of roadmap and pilot study, ma'am.
Roadmap is the direction, the whole procedure, you know, whole blueprint, whole planning thing, how you are going to do. And pilot study is that when your questionnaire is ready and you are with the respondent, few 30-50 respondents to get the response. So roadmap is a wider thing. Pilot study is one step in that roadmap.
One more thing, madam. What is the relation between this pilot study and our actual questionnaire, madam, to be distributed for collecting data, ma'am?
See, in pilot studies, sir, you are ready with the questionnaire, but still you don't know. There could be many problems which, you see, most of the time we are not preparing our questionnaire from the focus interview or from the qualitative study. What we are doing, we are reading the literature, we are finding the construct, we are taking some statements and we are clubbing and we are deciding upon, okay, itna statement we have to take, and we start moving. Now we don't know whether our respondents relates to that statements. Are they able to understand those statements? Is readability is there or not? Whether the population to which I am approaching is actually the right population or sample for the that particular study. So or maybe I'm missing out something, right? So these things can be done by two way. Content validity, one thing which experts can help you in rewording the statement or maybe helping you in covering the things. The other thing is that you go to your respondent, you see that whether my respondents are able to understand this thing, whether the result are coming, reliability, this variability is not there much, right? So these, whatever we have done right now, on the basis of those 60-70 responses, you go ahead with this kind of data, and if we see that normality is approaching, there is no much variability, so then you can go for higher level, means for your 200, 250, 500 data. So you will be knowing that I am in the right direction. Just to check yourself whether you are in right direction or not, pilot studies must, because it will help you in understanding whether I am taking all the things into consideration or, you know, or I am missing something.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, sorry, one more time, ma'am. But my concern over here is कि let us say, ma'am, मेरे को e-commerce company से data collect करना है. But like in India, like if I'm able to target only 20 to 25, 20 to 20, like 10-12 companies ही मिल रहा है, तो मैं हर एक company से अगर 2-2 sample ले रही हूँ, तो मैं जो मैंने data collect किया literature review से, मैं उसको validate करने के लिए I am just targeting the e-commerce companies. तो यहाँ जो मेरे literature review से जो मेरे factors निकल कर आए हैं, तो मैम मैं इसको फिर कैसे वैलिडेट करूं? मतलब एक या दो का एक्सपर्ट ओपिनियन है, सब एक्सपर्ट ओपिनियन दो लोगों का सफिशिएंट माना जाएगा क्या?
अगर आपका डेटा ही 20-25 का है, अब दैट
मैम डेटा लाइक इफ आई हैव गॉट 12 फैक्टर्स, if I have got only 12 factors, I want to explore, I'm exploring these 12 factors and I want to study ki e-commerce companies in 12 factors के बारे में क्या सोचती हैं. So, regarding that,
Saloni ma'am, the thing is that who are your expert? So that makes it important. See, your expert should be industry people in this case.
I have targeted 2 industry people and 2 from academia.
Yeah, that's very good. So if your sample is of 25, maybe 20, 25, so experience is enough for that thing.
तो मैम जिनसे मैंने एक्सपर्ट ओपिनियन लिया, मैं उनसे भी फॉर्म फिल करवा सकती हूँ ना बाद में?
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल.
Okay, thank you ma'am.
Okay, what analysis must be done in pilot study? See, it's not necessary that you should do any analysis. And first of all, we need to understand what is the meaning of analysis. See, if your test की normality आ रही है, अगर आपके test की mean, median and mode में बहुत ज़्यादा difference नहीं आ रहा है, if your standard deviations are in a line, so there are very high chances that your all test will give a wonderful result. Wonderful in the sense, at least you would be able to run those tests which you intended to do that. Like, हालांकि I told you that normality का इतना issue आता नहीं है because we have many backups, but definitely reliability we need to understand and we need to check, and validity also. So it's not necessary that आप, for example, अगर आप structure equation modeling लगा रहे हैं या PLSM लगा रहे हैं, आप पूरा वही लगा के देखें, it's not necessary because sometimes they have also their assumptions of minimum sample size, even EFA also. So in that case, आप preliminary ये चीज भी कर ले कि normality आ रही है, people are able to understand your questionnaire, कोई ऐसा question तो नहीं है जहाँ पर उनको assistance की जरूरत है, maybe कोई ऐसी option तो नहीं है which people are not filling and you have given. तो यहाँ पर length of the questionnaire के ऊपर भी you can work upon. You can cut it down. If people are complaining, it's a big questionnaire, it's a big questionnaire. Disengagement issues को आप address कर सकते हैं in a pilot study. So analysis अगर आप नहीं भी कर पाए EFA पे, इतना नहीं है तो भी चलेगा. ये preliminary आप एक बार डेटा की फील ले ले, how it's coming. That is more important. अदरवाइज ऑल्सो यू कैन डू अ रफ थिंग ना, एक EFA छोटा सा लगा दीजिए, हालांकि देर इज ऑलवेज अ थंब रूल कि कितनी स्टेटमेंट्स हैं, 5 अगर टाइम्स नहीं हुई है, बट पायलट स्टडी का फिर पूरा फोकस खत्म हो जाएगा, बिकॉज अगर आपने ये आगे वाले टेस्ट लगा लिए. आवर पॉइंट इज दैट प्रिलिमिनरी एग्जामिनेशन कर लें एक बार रुक कर.
ठीक है मैम, थैंक यू.
I hope I am able to answer your question.
Yeah, madam, absolutely. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you. Any other question from any other participant? No?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Yeah, so can we meet tomorrow then?
Yes, ma'am. Tomorrow. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.